I'm taking a little look at a lyric. The songs from the Great American Songbook are quite short. I consider them to be little paintings, vignettes, por favorino. This one, I guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. It's a torch song, which is unrequited love. If you carry a torch for someone, it means you have a light, a flame, torch in your heart for them. And usually means they don't feel the same. They don't feel the same. So it's a torch song, and it was written by Jules Stein, lyrics by Sami Khan, well-known writers from that era, 1944. And it was introduced on stage by film star Jane Withers in the show Glad to See You, which closed in Boston and never opened on Broadway, according to my sources on the web. These songs, some of them have what's called a verse in front of the main, what's called a chorus. It's different from pop songs, where the chorus is something that's repeated, and you've got a verse and then often a middle eight. These, the whole song is called the chorus, and they sometimes have a verse, which is kind of an introduction on the front. This one is often done with the verse. Many of the songs from the Great American Songbook, you don't hear the verse, you just hear the chorus. But this one, people tend to do the verse. And here it is. The torch I carry is handsome. It's worth its heartache in ransom. And when the twilight steals, I know how the lady in the harbour feels. What? Make I tell you one more time. The torch I carry is handsome. It's worth its heartache in ransom. And when the twilight steals, I know how the lady in the harbour feels. What am I on about? Now, this is my interpretation, which was an interpretation of a friend of mine, actually. I found it difficult to find out. Well, I haven't been able to find out what other people think this is about, but here we go. So we know it's a torch song. We know when you're holding a torch, carrying a torch for someone, you know, you've got that a flame for them in your heart. The torch I carry is handsome. It's worth its heartache in ransom. So this is a considerable torch this person's carrying. Considerable yearning. Yen, do they say? Not sure. And when the twilight steals, so when the evening comes, which is often when these things get worse, if you're missing somebody because during the day you're busy, perhaps you're working, blah, 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 takes your mind off it, and then you go home, you open a bottle of wine, you sit down, and And when the twilight steals, I know how the lady in the harbour feels. What do you think that means? This is my friend's suggestion, and I think he's probably right. Yes, he's talking about the Statue of Liberty, and she, that lady in the harbour, is carrying a mighty torch. So there we go. That's the verse, which is perhaps a little bit obscure, but maybe not in 1944, I don't know. To me, anyway. I was thinking, what on earth is that about? So anyway, that's my interpretation, or the interpretation I'm going with. Now we get to the chorus, which is an A-A-B-A, which many of these songs are. An A section, followed by another A section, with a middle, and the final B section, and that A-A-B-A is called the chorus. When I want rain, I get sunny weather. I'm just as blue as the sky. Interesting. I think quite nice, quite neat. So this is a person that's down, and to my mind, I wouldn't say they want to be down, but that's where they're at, and that's what they're going for. So if you're down, and you've got a load of chirpy people around you, sometimes you can find that a bit irritating. I mean, shouldn't do, really should. You should go along with it and be taken out of it, but sometimes we know what it's like. We don't want that. We just want to be in our downness for a bit. And having someone who's too cheery, it doesn't really fit the mood. So when I want rain, I get sunny weather. It's making it worse. For most of us, sunny weather would be great. I'm just as blue as the sky. Quite a nice little twist there, I think, anyway. Since love is gone, can't pull myself together. Guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. So there's the title of the song. A nice image, perhaps. I guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. It's the only way you're going to get rid of them. Friends ask me out. I tell them I'm busy. I must get a new alibi. I stay at home and ask myself, where is she? Guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. Somebody on the web put, I stay at home and ask myself, who is he? I don't know the original lyric. So in other words, I stay at home and ask myself, who is he that she's with? But seeing that we don't know that she is with anyone in particular, she's obviously just not with you, then I go for the version, I stay at home and ask myself, where is she? So I'm sitting there wondering what's she up to, where is she, what's she doing? Maybe she's with another fellow, maybe she's not, maybe, yet, who knows? Yes, I'll hang my tears out to dry. Now we come to the middle eight. Dry little teardrops, my little teardrops, hanging on a string of dreams. Fly little memories, my little memories, remind her of our crazy schemes. Again on the web, one of them put, hanging on a stream of dreams. I knew it as hanging on a string of dreams, which I prefer. Guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. It's kind of like a washing line, and that line would be more like a string than a stream. And hanging on a stream of dreams just doesn't kind of make sense to me. Hanging on a string of dreams does. So I go with that. I don't know what the original is. And then the last A, somebody said, just forget about her. I gave that treatment a try. Strangely enough, I got along without her. Then one day she passed me right by. Oh well, I guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. Pretty classy stuff, I think. I like it. Bit obscure, the verse perhaps. I like the twist about the when I want rain I get sunny weather. I'm just as blue as the sky. I think it's a nice little twist. Well, rhyme and meter, good as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing that, when you're singing it, that is difficult to paint, I don't find, in terms of the way the phrasing, the rhythm, and so on and so forth. And I think I like the melody and the chords. I don't know what you think. I've done my little version of it. You can have a listen or listen to anybody else's. For Sinatra's a classic one. I think a good melody, typical high-quality song from the Great American Songbook, if you ask me. Anyway, that's my two pennyworth, and I'll see you later.